Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu. Certified to operate by Chev.
For tank and tankless hot water heaters, for clogged drains, for leaky faucets, for toilets that won't flush. Stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical is your trusted source to solve all your plumbing needs. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard that tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back legally on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle.
BECU presents the KISW Financial Advisor. Here to talk money, please welcome Todd. I invented numbers, so I know how this stuff works. Peach.
Well, there he is, Todd Peach from BECU, a great place to do your banking because credit unions, well, they take care of you. And why, Todd? What is so different about BECU than a regular bank?
BJ, you own us. So the members own the credit union. We're a co-op. So what that means is the members each have one share and one voice in the credit union. All the revenue we bring in, by definition, goes back to the members, whether that's no fees we can charge, lower interest rates, maybe higher interest rate if you're a depositor. So it's a full circle. So there are no stockholders that we answer to. It makes a huge difference in how we make decisions. So everything we do is this best for the member and the membership? And if not, we try not to do it. So it's a big different mindset. I've been here over 20 some years, and I wouldn't do anything else, BJ.
And you got ATMs and all the banking services and stuff that I could get at a regular bank. Is that what you're telling me?
Absolutely. That's one of the biggest myths that folks have, is that they think that they join a credit union that they lose that access and convenience. And that's just not true, because we're part of a huge, larger credit union movement, credit union network, and other networks. So you actually have over 30,000 ATMs throughout the country. Obviously, if you live here in the Pacific Northwest, you have our ATMs and other ATMs as well as branches. And honestly, most people don't go to branches anymore. It's, we have them if you need them, but we really want to teach you to do your banking when it's convenient on your time.
That's right, man. Online banking is pretty awesome, and that's one way to do it. And if you live, work, or attend school in Washington State, how about this, man? You are ready to rock for BECU. Check them out at becu.org. And, of course, Todd is here because they answer a lot of questions. They don't just want to help you save money. They want to help you, really do the best you can with your money, and that's why Todd's here to help us through a lot of stuff. If you got a question, 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
First text we got said, hey, Todd, my wife and I are thinking about tapping into our home's equity to put down a down payment on some land. We bought the home back in 2020, and it has gone up in value by approximately $130,000. Is this a wise thing to do, and how would using the equity impact our home loan? Thanks in advance from JR from Legendary Donuts. Great donuts.
Oh, yeah.
I said the great donuts.
So I didn't hear it. So I understand we bought some land a couple years ago, it sounds like, right?
Yes.
And now they want to build on it, using the home equity loan to build on it?
They want to use their home equity to put down a down payment to buy some land.
Oh, to buy some more land.
Right.
Yes, that's what it sounds like.
Yes.
So, because it sounds like we already have some land, and I don't know what we're going to do with that land. It didn't sound like we were going to build on it then.
It sounded like they
want to buy more land, right?
No, it sounds like they own a home, which I imagine has land on it, but they own a home and they want to use their home equity to put down a down payment on buying some land.
Oh, so okay. Now that makes sense. So they have $130,000 equity in their current home, and they want to buy some land.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess that obviously you take out the home equity loan, and that's a more debt, more payments that you're going to have to make. So I really think we need to back up here and come up with a larger plan. What's our 3-5 year plan? So if we're going to use some home equity to buy this land, are we going to build on it? How are we going to finance that? Are we going to sell our current home? Lots of questions. I don't know that I would go into debt just to buy some land that I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
Maybe they're going to make more donuts on that land.
Oh, well, okay. Well, then that could be part of the plan.
So, and that's a good question, Todd. So I imagine it's for an investment reason, whether they want to build on it or they want to hold on to it so it'll appreciate in value, because right now it seems real estate's crazy and the land itself is also valuable in a lot of cases. But you're still saying, is it because the interest rate of the home equity loan might not be worth whatever you get in return, or is it just because you don't like the fact that we don't know about their emergency fund and everything?
Well, there's both actually, BJ. I don't know what they have for emergency fund. I don't know how they're progressing on retirement savings. I don't know what their credit score is. Do they have credit card debt? What other debt is there? Secondly, if we're going to take out this home equity, yes, we're going to be paying interest on this. Yes, you could probably get a fixed rate so that interest rate doesn't go up. But if you get a variable with raising rates, that's an issue. And then just to speculate with debt on land and not doing anything with it, it could go up or it could go down. So you're taking a lot of risk. We just need to make sure we understand that risk and we understand it's part of a bigger plan. So if things were to go down, you're okay with that, and you have an exit plan or you have a plan to take care of that.
The plan is to make more legendary donuts, Todd.
I feel like that's all Steve wants. I mean, Steve definitely wants more donuts, and he feels like it's a good idea.
Who cares, Jared? Let's get some donuts at the table.
206-421 Rock.
Maybe we're buying the land to build a donut shop. That's fine.
or Donutville, a little like a park.
I see. Oh,
where you ride donuts, you eat donuts,
you ride donuts. I mean, you didn't like the Hershey land, Steve. You'd like Donutville though?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
But I mean, you could talk to some folks, talk to some home loans. We have home loan lender, people that have expertise in that, and start to do your research and pull all your data together. So pull all your assets, your liabilities, and start to put this picture together of what that might look like. And I think once you do that, it'll start to answer the question if you go forward or not.
Well, and here's a quick question, Todd, because I guess maybe they can't afford two loans just by themselves, and so that's why they have to use the equity. Never mind, I've answered it. I have another one for you, though. 206-421-ROCK, Texas is 77999. Todd Peach from BECU. Todd, they're saying the interest rates are going up, and I've been alive for so long that it feels like that whenever the interest rates are low, then we got inflation going up, and then when inflation goes down, then the interest rate. I mean, can't we ever get our act together, Todd? I feel like it's like we're chasing one thing with the other, and so I feel like this is a bad thing that interest rates are going up, but I don't. It's just so funny to me, this whole process.
Yeah, it is, BJ, and it's a delicate process for the Fed because if they raise rates too fast to combat inflation, it could put us into a recession, right? And if they don't do it fast enough and inflation keeps heating up, I don't know about you, but if you've noticed some prices of food and gas and some of the things are just going crazy, and that can't go on forever either. So it's a very delicate balance. And to your point, your rates go up and down, but we've had zero interest rates for a long, long time, and we've been wondering when they were going up, and we're there. So we will see how fast they go up and what happens to the economy in the coming months and years, to be quite honest. So.
Yeah, my pre-cooked chicken went up like $3. I went at Costco yesterday. I was so pissed. I was just like, "You got to be kidding!"
Is it really up by $3?
Yeah, last time I paid $15. This time it was $18.
Whoa!
Did you get those packages of the breast that's already done? I was right.
Those are legit. Have you tried those, Todd?
Yeah, I have. They're really good.
Yeah, about to have those after this break is over.
Well, Todd, how do you feel about that now that they're up by $3? I mean, I guess that's what
I remember when they were $11, man.
I'm going back to the $5 rotisserie chicken. It hasn't changed in price.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Dude, they used to be $11, Steve. How long ago was that?
Like a year ago. I think that must have been a sale.
Okay. Because that's almost double in price.
They've been consistently about $15. And yesterday, they're like, and I get 3 packets of them. I'm like, what the hell is going on, man?
Wow. 206-421-ROCK, Texas is 77999. It's Todd Peach from BECU.org.
All right, somebody said, Jay in San Diego just texted us, said, I have a bunch of unsecured debt, and I don't qualify for a large consolidation loan. I'm barely squeaking by. Do you recommend a debt service to renegotiate my debt over filing Chapter 13?
Yes. I would reach out to nfcc.org. NFCC, this National Foundation for Credit Counselors, nfcc.org. These are a bunch of accredited not-for-profit, nonprofit agencies that can help you. And if you do need what they call a debt management program, they have those available where you would be basically making your payments to them. They would work with your creditors to settle what that payment plan looks like. So nfcc.org is where I would head.
And that's the kind of info you can get if you do business with BECU. And if you didn't get through on the phone lines today, you can always send mail. Just go to KISW.com, scroll down, and you'll see the banner with Todd's smiling face. Click on that. Todd will do his best to help you out. And again, if you live, work, or attend school here in Washington State, you can join BECU. Just go to BECU.org. Todd, as usual, good talking to you, brother.
Likewise, BJ. Thanks so much.
So we got this guy that went on local news. And why he went on local news was to beg pranksters to undo the prank that they pulled on his front lawn. You're going to hear what he said at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
The best defense is a good offense. So before the sewer backs up into your home and wreaks havoc, stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical is there for you when you need them most. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. So there's some pranksters in North Dakota who installed a giant Kmart K in a guy's front lawn. Wow. And of course, it was from a local, I don't even know if this Kmart's around anymore, but this was one that went out of business.
Dude, I'm looking at it. Oh, man, that is cool.
Yeah. And the dude's a pastor, but he went on the news and he was like, hey, man, I need the pranksters to take this away. I don't want this in my front lawn.
I don't know who to call because I don't know who put it up. So I'm kind of making a general announcement. The people who are responsible for this, you're welcome to remove it anytime. My wife hopes it's gone by June.
He's got a good attitude about it. It's probably Satan that did it.
Yeah, probably Satan. I mean, it's the color of Satan. It's red, so.
I didn't expect Satan.
You just never know. Satan works in weird ways, man. That's right here.
Here's what I got to say, though.
It's a prankster.
Wouldn't you be afraid of, getting struck by lightning? I mean, I'm all for pranking people, but pranking the pastor? I feel like that's just not good business.
Do you think they just picked a random house and just said, screw it? This will be hilarious if we just put it on someone. Oh, it wasn't, targeted towards anyone.
Well, it wasn't targeted. It was Kmart. Yeah, it was, yeah. See that? If it was a target sign, you're right. It would definitely have been targeted towards someone.
I don't know why, but that thing is cool looking. It's just so funny.
Yeah, I
wouldn't want it on my front lawn either, but I think it's funny.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you think it's always funny with somebody else's front lawn.
Oh, if it was on my neighbor's lawn, I would laugh every day. I would just sit outside and
get some selfies with it.
Ask if there's any specials in his house.
I would not be as in a good mood as this guy is. I would be so pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, granted, of all people, I'm shocked.
Oh, right.
Unless it's a story that I love, a story that I love. Like if they took if they took the big Zulu sign, my buddies over at Zulu's Board Game Cafe, I'd love that in my front lawn.
We can make that happen.
Yeah. I mean, that's okay. But,
be careful what you wish for. Sometimes, you ask for certain things and people show up delivering it to you.
Yeah. Matt and Ethan might be the ones who rip their own sign down and do it just because, they would love to prank me like that. So, okay, you're right. I got to be careful. Yeah, that, but you know what? By June, they got till June to get rid of it. I think that's good.
I got to imagine it'll be gone pretty soon.
If it's random, like you said, Steve, how do you God, of all the houses we get the pastor's house, we've got so much bad karma now. Damn.
That's probably why we got to get that down quick.
Yeah. I hope they do a follow-up story on that and let us know.
Damn. How do you even get your hand on that thing? Is it just available at some kind of at a junkyard?
I think the story said they got it from a store that was abandoned, and so they got to it before anyone else could take it down.
That's what I was wondering. Did they take it down, or was it sitting there against the wall of the store waiting for somebody to pick it up?
These are important questions. They didn't cover that. Yeah, so there you go.
It's way more extreme than I've always wanted. One of those giant gorillas from the used car shops.
Oh, you want one of those?
And put that on the top of my house. That way, whenever someone's hey, where's your house? I'm just look for the giant gorilla.
I think we can get that done for you. I'm sure your wife won't mind, right?
That's the part where, that's the sticking point, BJ.
She won't know.
My unreasonable wife will not allow me to have a giant gorilla on our house.
How did they unload this thing and erect it with all the wood without anybody knowing? You know what I mean? I guess the dude must not have been home, or I guess you're a sound sleeper.
Well,
that's a big metal K.
They know he's probably busy on Sunday.
Oh, well, if it's not random, Rev, you're right.
That's a good point. Yeah, if there's going to be a time to pull it off. It's okay, we should do it. But then when you think the neighbors would see it, I feel like it's an overnight thing.
Yeah.
I think you're right. It has to be. And then you just hope you're a sound sleeper. Because that's a big K.
Don't mind us. Just put a giant K in front of this guy's house.
Right. Yeah, that thing's got to weigh a bit.
Someone said, I'd take it. That thing's probably worth money.
Is it?
It's a collector's item.
I guess scrap metal. Is it worth money because it's actually from Kmart? I don't know. I guess if you keep it and you just store it for some years, it's it's an antique.
Were you guys delinquents like me and used to go around in high school and steal road signs?
We would steal random things, yeah, like the construction lights.
Yeah,
those ones that blink like that.
The blinking ones?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, my brother and I were big into those. At one point, my parents were not happy. We had at least 10 of them, and you walk into our bedrooms and just flashing lights. We just thought, this is so cool, but it was so freaking stupid.
Now I know why you like raves.
Yeah, right? Yeah. And BJ, to your point with the Kmart sign, I know that if you've ever watched shows like American Pickers or something along those lines, one of the big things for them is just old gas station pumps or old gas signs.
Right.
Cool. A lot of that stuff goes for a bunch just for people who want that nostalgia. So I bet somebody would want it somewhere a couple of years down the line.
You know what was a big one when we were growing up in high school and junior high were hood ornaments.
Oh wow. Dude, totally, yes.
You look back on the old pictures of the Beastie Boys. That was a thing. They had the giant VW.
Oh yeah, of course.
And they turned into a necklace. That was you'd be whoa, dude, you got that. The big one for us was the Cadillac.
Of course.
But it was just looking back, what douches.
Oh, yeah.
Here we are just trying to yank this hood ornament off of somebody's nice vehicle.
Yeah, that's it. You know what? You get to a certain age and you realize you're a douche, but I think I knew you guys were douches a long time ago.
And we're these would be so sweet. They look like a necklace. And then you're walking around basically advertising you stole something off of somebody's car.
Oh, no, I found it on the ground.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Totally, that's where they all are.
Right.
And then you're advertising the big company, too, which is, in every way, you're an idiot, when you think about it.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I think it was the Cadillac emblem and then the Volkswagen emblem were the two highly sought after ones.
I see that. Yeah, we used to do the street signs just anytime we'd be out, and especially at night, we would just throw them in the back of my friend's car until we got in a car accident. I just can imagine what the cops thought because we got in a car accident and they had to search the car. It was totaled. There was probably about 25 signs back there of just different construction sites, stop signs, all of the above. And it's so to me seeing the Kmart thing, I was that makes sense.
And they probably just thought, these guys, what are they doing? Yeah. These idiots. What are you doing? and you still had them there.
Yeah, you're going to hang it up on your wall.
Eventually. Got around to it.
Yeah, you're going to do that? Well, you know what? It stayed in his trunk because eventually you realize I'm a moron. What am I doing?
Yeah.
I'll just leave them there. Eventually you just throw them on the side of a road somewhere. That's what happens.
Yeah, it depends. I think for a lot of younger, in college, some people would take them and then they would post them up on their walls, the random street signs.
There you go. That's what I want my college money paying for. There you go, son. Go steal some street signs and decorate your room.
I always wanted to find like a Danny Avenue so I could steal that so that I could have that in my room. Never found one.
Well, there's always like certain roads, like the street signs, but they have to deal with them being taken a lot.
Yeah.
Like I was like the one that I think it's like in Tacoma, like right by EQC, there's like Gay Road, I think, and I think that one has been taken a bunch of times.
That's the problem. If you've got an iconic, if you got a name that somehow just give people a reason to steal it, you're screwed.
And Danny, you've got Denny Avenue right down the
That's very
down
close.
the road. You can just scratch it out and put an A there.
Yeah,
just right.
Very close.
Might as well just steal a giant Denny's sign for the rest of
Yeah,
them.
I mean, again, you're very close.
Yeah, just make it Danny's.
Yeah.
With an
actually be kinda cool.
anarchy A for the A.
Yeah.
There we go.
Because you're punk rock.
So like rock.
You're not really kowtowing to the man. You're protesting the man.
Yeah.
Oh, someone said that stealing hood ornaments, Mercedes and Cadillacs ended up hooking the car alarm to them because the theft was getting so bad.
Oh, wow.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we never messed with the Mercedes ones. I don't know why. I think we were just afraid that it would probably be like some like crazy like drug lord.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a Cadillac more often than not just a dad, and you get away with it.
But a drug lord, you don't want to mess around with that guy.
I mean, that was the story we told ourselves.
Yeah. Well, listen, it kept you away from Mercedes. I'm sure they're very happy at that anti-theft system. All of the people who drive our vehicles are drug lords.
Yeah, that should have been the advertising.
Yeah.
Mercedes for the drug lord in your life.
That's just to keep the kids away. We got some researchers that found that people who use emojis in work emails tend to be seen as less authoritative, which means now I am less authoritative.
Oh, you use them?
I use them all the time.
I end every message to here at work with an eggplant emoji.
No, the eggplant emoji makes you look like you're in charge.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what your role is. They say whoever use it, even CEOs look weaker if they use emojis a lot.
I'm just trying to show my big D energy.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, that's isn't that what you're supposed to do as a CEO?
Yeah.
Show the D energy. The authors of the study say you don't need to avoid them entirely, but it might be a good idea to consider the context of the email first and only use the emojis sparingly.
I don't use any emojis unless the person I'm messaging with or emailing with will start with something. Like I don't even go ha ha, and like if it's someone I'm dealing with on a professional level, like dealing with the Kraken or something like that, trying to get like John Forsland on our show, very serious, very proper. And then one time someone on their end was like, said something, and then they just put like a ha ha at the end. I'm like, oh, it's that kind of relationship. Okay,
here we
now
go.
I can put some smiley faces. And have
Time for the D
time.
energy.
Well, no, let's not get crazy.
Whoa! Really?
That's just
I
with the Seahawks.
Oh, that's just with the Seahawks. Well, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, okay, you want to, yeah. I mean, the thumbs up, right? Isn't the thumb? It's interesting because depending on how you thumbs up, though, I'm told it's like you're basically blowing somebody off.
Oh, if all you reply with is, it's so dumb that we have these like self-imposed rules. Like if they just reply with a thumbs up, that means they're blowing you off when they legit might not have anything to say other than sounds good. Thumbs up.
I mean, that's what that is for me. I mean, though I will say, on the internet now, there are people just send me tons and tons of stuff and I thumbs up it going, okay, I see it. What am I supposed to do? I mean, it really is just like they took very little time. All they did was post something to me, which was basically a link. So I feel like I got to spend more time than they did.
I feel like
to respond.
I feel like Facebook has different rules than a straight on text or email though. Like because at that point you could just thumbs up like you said, if they send you a meme, it's like, oh, that's funny. But
right.
if somebody's asking you a question like, hey, is everything all good? And you just send a thumbs up.
That's when it feels dismissive.
That's more of an FU.
Oh yeah, I don't do that, especially if it's somebody I know. But yeah, so I can thumbs up all the memes and everything I get sent to me.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, good.
I just use the middle finger emoji.
There you go.
Oh,
my bad. I thought I was just saying you're number one.
Yeah, going from passive aggressive to aggressive aggressive.
My bad. My eyes aren't that great. These emojis are too small on my phone.
Well, that happened
It
today.
looked like a number one.
I almost went off on somebody, and Sarah caught me as I was typing it. She's like, "No, you don't want to write that."
Oh, wow.
Because somebody was like, I hate when somebody takes a pee on a parade. We asked a question. We said, hey, what's the pop culture thing that you're overly excited for? And somebody responded in a smarmy way, I have a real life. Nothing. Because I have a real life. And I was just like, and I was going to go, you piece of, and Sarah's like, no, that's pretty mean. I'm like, okay, well, what in your real life are you overexcited for? But I mean, who's got to be that way? Why
There's always one. There's always one. Dude, it's like we talked earlier about like the Russell Wilson video of him at the the Denver Children's Hospital. And it's like, yeah, of course, as a Seahawks fan, you're like, oh, that stings to see him now, doing the cool stuff with the different community. And that's awesome, though. But there's always that one or two people on social media just like, enjoy it while you can. He's going to turn his back on you like he turned his back on that. It's like, okay, like there's a time and a place. But I've gotten to a point where it's like, okay, I almost find entertainment in finding that one. Because it's always going to happen.
Oh, you're a better man than me. I'm just like, leave me alone.
Not every day. Some days I'm just like, go after yourself.
Really? I mean, if it weren't for Sarah, that person would have been told to go F themselves. This is like, I have a real life.
Like, imagine that person at a party and bringing that energy on social media into an actual party. And you're like, oh, we're all hanging out, like watching a football game and saying silly stuff. And there's like, you guys don't have a real life. You're watching sports or something like that. It's like, leave.
Oh yeah, I mean,
exactly.
what are you doing? I mean, obviously you don't care. Get out, go out in the mountains or wherever the hell it is you go and stay there. And don't come back.
Look, if you have a real life, why are you on social media commenting on other people's crap?
You know what?
Wouldn't you be so knee deep in your real life stuff that you don't have time?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, that is a really good point. Who has a real life but still can respond to something on social media like a smarmy troll? You don't have a real life if you have time for that.
That's all they got.
Your life is as fake as mine.
Yeah, you loser. You're just like the rest of us.
We're all losers. That's it, buddy. Welcome to the loser Brigade. Population U.
See, your daughter should let you respond on those.
Oh, yeah, she stopped me. She was like, you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be canceled. Because she saw I was writing some scathing stuff. I was like, I definitely was responding. I'm just tired of it. I'm just
that person's going to take the brunt of it.
Yeah, well, they were. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They were going to take because you're absolutely right. I was not. She was. You're going to get this, buddy. Well, congratulations to her and her real life.
Oh, it was a woman, huh?
Yeah, I think so. It looked like a woman. I mean, I could. Yeah, I don't know. Anybody
should have asked her how her relationship is with her father.
I should have done that. Yeah. I mean, it could have been catfish. Who knows? I don't trust any pictures I see on the internet anymore.
Yeah, it's a lady.
That's a woman.
Oh, you found her?
Yeah.
Has she responded to my...
Not yet.
Oh, see, what's going on? Tell me what your real life thing is. It's so exciting.
She's too busy with her real life.
Yeah. Oh, really?
She's only got so much time.
Not too busy to take a pee on everybody's fun.
She's boring on Twitter.
I was about to say, I bet her Twitter feed is some of the most fun stuff you'll ever find.
Oh, really, Vicky? What's the highlight of her one message?
It's probably a bunch of political stuff.
Very political stuff. I'm like,
oh, really?
Shocking.
Oh, very political. There's a shocker.
Get off social media then.
Life is serious, man. Yeah, sure it is. Yesterday, Steve. Now, this is serious because he did get this one wrong.
What is the smallest unit of matter?
1.
No.
0.
No.
Teeny tiny.
No.
Okay, then. We were looking for a thing, sir.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is, to be honest with you.
It's called an atom.
Okay.
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
that. Sorry, guys. I'm too busy having a real life to remember this stuff.
Truth. Call in now for a shot at BD Steve, 206-421-ROCK. We'll play Beat Migs at 8:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I'm getting my wages garnished. Can bankruptcy help with that?
Absolutely. One of the big reasons people file bankruptcy is because they have a judgment or a lawsuit against them, or their wages are getting garnished, and so they can't pay their other regular ongoing bills. People sometimes think that you can't file bankruptcy once they have a judgment against them or once a garnishment has started, and that's not true. Filing bankruptcy will immediately stop any garnishment that you have going, except for child support, and stop your creditors from continuing on with garnishments of your bank account, your wages, and in most cases will discharge that liability through the bankruptcy process. And we can file a bankruptcy case for you usually the day you come in.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.